for some big yardage.
Lance now on first down. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Following that ball to the NFL, man. 12-man citizenship. Let's do it.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Only needing 2 yards on second down. Lance a handoff here to Mostert. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Raheem Mostert, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Why not, man? Let's go.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Geno Smith.
Play action. It's Smith.
Y'all niggas gonna stop playing me, man. Hold on, bro. Let me put my real quarterback out, bro. Hell no. Oh, boy, I got Geno Smith in this shit, bro. Hell no, bro. What the fuck going on with my man? These folks tripping, bro. Alright, let's do it.
As he goes down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Alright, the real quarterback on, man. Let's do it, let's do it, let's do it.
Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because this defense...
The defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
On first down, Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working. I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
This one caught by Kittle. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Trey Sermon. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And I think the ball's out. And this one will kick out of bounds, so they'll hold on to it inside the 10-yard line. This hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it. But if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire? And they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it.
And look at this for the second straight play. The 49er defense drops them for a loss. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Wilson.
God.
He hits his
There you
target.
go. Quiet the crowd down. Quiet shit down, man.
A
There we go,
real
Wilson. Go
letdown
fucking throw. Go
defensively.
fucking
That
throw.
was
Let's
3rd
move.
and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Break them off.
Much
Break them
more room
off.
to operate under after the big play. Here's
We
1st
good,
and 10.
We good. We good. We good.
Now it's Wilson. Returning right back to Lockett. And out across
Quiet that
midfield
crowd
down to
down,
the
man.
45.
Quiet that shit down.
Back-to-back
Shut the
receptions
fuck
for
up,
him,
man.
and
Let
it's
me
another
play.
1st down.
2-1. 2-1.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. He'll let this go for the end zone.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try to run for it with Penny, and he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down.
Quiet the crowd down. I only want to hear them talk. Shut the fuck up. Bring the ball here. Let's do it.
Wilson leaves it for Penny, and he'll go down at the 28. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson buying time to his left. He's going to take a shot for the end zone.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one, because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down.
Open man is Eskridge. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
To throw again is Wilson. They'll find Everett there, complete.
Get a timeout in there.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
There's no fucking pressure here. There's no pressure. One play at a time, coach. One play at a time. Let's go. Let's go.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
Oh.
Now Wilson.
Touchdown.
This will be caught
One
by
play at a time,
Metcalf
coach.
for a
One
Seahawk
touch.
touchdown.
Let's go. Right that shit off, man.
Touchdown there. And the Seahawks are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of
kid.
NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Ain't nothing but a little bit of strength.
Lance now on first down. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. The main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Looking to throw again on second down. Lance steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the first down. Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
Go to halftime. Ain't no open out there. Go to halftime.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Let's go. Ain't nothing open up though.
A final shot before half for Lance.
Dancing to his left. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Ain't nothing but a little bit of strength.
First half, 2 more quarters to go.
Like the fucking game with Bacon, man. Let's go.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter.
Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. And what's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
36 yards on the play.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover, put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
I feel like down them up.
Play action. It's Wilson.
Oh, shit.
Eluding the pressure right.
Cut off.
Left side complete to Lockett. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's second down.
He ain't ready for it.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Being chased out left. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be caught. Dwayne Eskridge. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Toe tap. Caught that by toe tap. Julio.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And
that was my bad.
That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too early right there.
My fault.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the 2nd half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
On 2nd and 7, Lance. That's Samuel, caught left side. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Now a give to Mostert running right.
1st down and a little extra from Mostert. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line.
78 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered him down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle there to make the grab. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the 2nd half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes. And while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Now a deep one on 2nd down, and it'll wind up incomplete. We saw this a lot in the 1st half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On 3rd down, Wilson out to his left. Dumps that off to Penny, his running back. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. It's complete to Lockett. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll see he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
Wilson going to throw for it. On the move to his left. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 90 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better really as the night's gone on. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Mostert. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Watch your slang, watch your slang. Watch your slang.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
This is DJ Reed returning.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Here's Wilson.
That's taken in by Eskridge, complete.
And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Wilson. Touchdown! That's caught.
Dwayne Eskridge.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
They'll try and throw for it. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to.
Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17.
Another try after the first down sack.
Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Here's Lance. He's got Ayuk once again.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here's Lance to throw it.
Got a man, that's Trent Sherfield. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
Again, it's Lance.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this will be caught. We'll forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here